And when you find out what he did for you, and you find out your value before the Father, all of a sudden, to live is Christ and only Christ. And to die is gain. See, I have a window right now. And then I have eternity, forever. What are you going to do with this little tiny window that you got? It's a little window. Are you going to waste it on yourself? Are you going to waste it on shame? Are you going to waste it on guilt? Are you going to waste it on condemnation? Or do you really want something worth living for that's really worth dying for? All in or none in. Jesus said, for him or against him, gather or scatter. He did not say, come part way and straddle some fence that belongs to the devil. God's not looking for half-hearted followers, half-hearted Christians. When you get born again, you get a new heart. You can't live half-hearted. You can't. And you can't live not surrendered. We need to surrender. But when it comes to the gospel, this is not a private matter. Everybody lives, everybody dies, but no one really truly lives until they live for him. All of you that are weighed down and burdened by life, come to me and I will give you rest. He didn't break your chains for you to put them back on once you leave the church. We can't afford to think like we used to think. And we definitely can't afford to think like the devil thinks, because the devil thinks guilty, ashamed, condemned. Because he knows that one day it's going to be trumpet time. So he's trying to get Christians to live in fear. If we would just have confidence and believe that we are who God created us to be, we would no longer be shy. We would no longer be intimidated. When you find out what God thinks about you, it doesn't matter what the devil says, because that's a lie and this is true. And he's waiting for a Christian to step up and believe that they are who God created them to be. God didn't give you a spirit of fear, but of love and power and a sound mind. God gave you a sound mind so that you can be confident that you are who he says you are. But if you never read and fellowship with God to find out who he says you are, you'll be what the devil thinks you are, afraid.